You ever heard of race play?
You don't mean like foreplay, but with race in it?
So now race play is more so of kind of engaging in sex where um you kind of
You're
role
embodying
play
another
certain
race?
racial stereotypes and stuff. Like for example, you're with like a white girl and like you'll pretend to be her slave
I've heard,
or
yeah. I've seen like the viral posts and the stories and the
yeah. So
stupid photos and people go to like plantations and they be doing the most.
now
That's
that yeah,
much.
so that's like an extreme. Usually what I'm talking about is just strictly like bedroom. So you're not going to like a plantation with sugar canes around and running through running through the fields. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm, I'm talking about like just race
Running
play,
through the fields though.
yeah, like sugar cane
Sorry.
and tobacco and cotton. That's no. I'm not talking about that. I just spat. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about just normal race play will be like you're interracial couple and black dude, white girl, and the black dude will ask the white girl to call him a nigga, but with like the hard ER, right?
I feel like if you're okay with that, I'm questioning how you really view me.
Really?
Yes,
So hold on.
because
You think if a black man is in a relationship with a white woman and he wants to engage in race play and he asks her to call him a during sex, you
something
think
wrong
he
with
should
both of them. But I'm just saying, like, so
wait, wait
because
so
why are you gung ho for your white wife, girlfriend, whomever to call you and nigga with a hard R?
so
I'm saying like something wrong with you, and then for her to be like, yes, yes, Jamal, get down on your
boy,
knees.
you know what's
Like
crazy?
what?
Whenever these little race scenarios come up, they always name him Jamal. His name is always his name is always Jamal. I don't know what a
Dante,
Jamal
Dion, I don't know. I'm not calling him Billy because like that just don't sound right.
is always Jamal. But here's the thing though. I understand what you're saying, but don't you think it's because of the racialized history of this country,
Mm-hmm.
we have kind of these things get deep into our psyche. Like
Mm-hmm.
the number one, so a very popular category of porn is like cuckolding, and within that category, one of the most popular you know subgenres of cuckolding is like interracial, and that almost always means black man, white woman, and then
Yes.
you have it where right, and so
Yes, I know the categories.
yeah. So these, it's hard for me to know what you know because you're like a very wholesome person. So I don't want to drag you into my
I mean,
filth,
my eyes work. Oh Jesus, yes.
but
Let's not do that. Let's
but what I was saying, the point that I'm making is, so you think that because I don't think that is problematic in and of itself, like race play, any more than various other things. Like race.
nobody.
No, I
I
don't.
mean, cruel, whatever you
Why is
mean.
why is race play that much more disturbing than BDSM or
They're
uh
both disturbing. What is wrong with you? To
yes,
me,
I don't find it disturbing. Like if people want to
oh my
engage,
god.
no, well, hold on. I don't mean I
No,
want
no,
to
no, no,
engage in these
no.
behaviors. That's not, I want
Uh-uh.
to I want to be clear.
What's behind that separator?
I don't,
What is
I
behind?
want to be clear. This is not me saying I personally want to be in these type of relationships.
Yes, he does.
However, I think people like, where do you draw the line between what is considered normal sexual, behavior and abnormal? Serious question. Because
That is
I'm sure there are
dependent on
things that which you enjoy and engage with, and you gotta get into it. But I'm sure that there are things that you engage with that I might find disturbing.
I highly doubt that. But
Okay, hold on, let me give an
regardless.
example.
Mm-hmm.
100 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
fellatio and cunnilingus which is just the
Yes, we know. Oh my goodness. If they don't know what that is, get a dictionary.
I'm just saying these were considered, at least publicly, abnormal behavior. I
I
mean,
mean, it
they
shouldn't
were
be done publicly.
no, but you know what I'm saying. It's like in the public consciousness, because people could have been lying and then at home doing what they do. I'm just saying, but
I'm
we don't talk
sure.
about it the way now that we did back then. Now it's almost expected. If you get in a relationship with a man or a woman, that
Mhm.
those are part of the duties, so to speak, and that was not the case before. And so we've seen a sexual behavior kind of become, you know,
I wouldn't say that
normal.
wasn't the case before. It was like you said, it's probably always been done. We just didn't know about it. Probably, I would probably say the feminist movement
I don't know.
because of the fact. Go ahead.
But you understand what I'm saying though, that
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it was a practice that was viewed as peculiar. You know, it was
Peculiar to
spoken
talk
about,
about.
written about, as I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
It was,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So, but now that's not the case. There has been a change in the attitudes towards that particular action. So what I'm saying is
Yeah.
that might, why could that not be the case for, I would argue it is for BDSM play, or these, like, what makes those disturbing and you know fellatio and
It's
cunnilingus normal, so to speak.
I mean, fellatio and cunnilingus isn't potentially chopping off limbs and ending your life.
Yeah, but you don't do that. Come on now. You don't, like, you don't do that. BDSM most of the time is like getting spanked, uh, putting on collars. Now, once again,
there's a level of vulnerability
it's
that
true.
BDSM carries well, I mean, fellatio and
Yes, it
cunnilingus
does.
is still vulnerable. Yes,
Yes.
I'm not arguing that.
Okay.
However, it's not teetering on dangerous. Because
But it
if you got whips and chains and bound and gagged, oh my God, that sounds like torture. Like literally. And then what if the person goes too far?
true. But you have the same, not the same, but like sex in general requires a certain level of trust, and because you can always be harmed during sex, especially as a woman, right? Like as a woman having sex with a man, you are always in danger,
That's a fact.
always in danger,
That is a
right?
fact.
As a man, there's a certain level of danger with certain activities, and
Mm-hmm.
you kind of use your imagination, right? So
Mm-hmm.
there's always a level of trust that you have to have in an encounter. I just think it's weird how we view certain things as normal, even things that weren't normal or considered normal 100 years ago. But it's kind of this, oh, you, but you like to get spanked with a paddle? Oh, you a freak?
Everything is abnormal until it's normalized.
True. And the
So
race play,
mhm.
just kind of tying it back, is I feel like that is a scenario in which the N word, you can get a pass.
I'm, I'm, I'm mad we went on this whole tangent
I know.
just for you to wrap it up with.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like
You
if
can get a
you are
pass.
engaging in a race play, I think it is okay for that white woman to call
You can't
you
even say it.
the N word. Yeah.
For you
Now I think it's wrong the other way around though. If you're a black woman letting a white man call you the N word, that's just foul. But I do think,
here
if
we
you're a
go.
black man,
Here we go. Here we go. And I'm not even a feminist, but come on now.